All right, Shalom, Shalom, Israel. Shalom to the Torah tribes, Yasha Allah giving the course. All honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, BAHASHAM, Yahushua. All right, that's all praise to Heavenly Father Yahweh. In the name was only begotten Son, Yahushua. All right, this is your brother, Yasha Allah.
Brother Abaya.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, like the audio's out for some reason.
Can you hear me now?
Nah.
Let me.
All right, well, like, get back on. Basically, this is a 45-minute fire. All right, 45 minutes of pure fire, pure precepts, pure breakdowns. All right. And we didn't have anything down. So this is just through the spirit. All right. This is just through the spirit. All right. Check.
Is it working?
Damn. I don't know if it's just. Let me see if it's just on my side or what. Oh, I can hear you now. I can hear you.
Brother Abaya.
Come on. So, like I was saying, this is just a 45-minute fire. All right. Pure fire. Pure breakdowns. All right. Let's get right into it. All right. Let me see. We're going to kick it off with the precept. We're going to go off. It's like we're going to go off that precept. All right. I'm gonna kick it off with Luke chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, "And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint." Exactly. So this is what Yahushua was preaching, man. This is what he was teaching. To never faint and to always pray. Right? Watch and pray. That's what Yahushua always said, man. Right? You had to pound that in Jake's head. All right. Watch and pray. Watch and pray. All right. Like you said, that men ought always to pray and not to faint. Exactly. Because in Galatians, all right, let's go to Galatians real quick. All right, you can bring yours out by after that. Come on. Book of Galatians. And you know, Apostle Paul, he said the same thing. All right. Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. "And let us not be weary in well doing." What is well doing? Keeping the commandments. All right. "For in due season we shall reap if we faint not." So he said we're going to reap if we faint not. All right. And that's what Yahweh also said too, right? That men are always to pray and never faint. All right, so you got it.
I got a precept. This is the book of Psalms chapter 5 and verse 3. "My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up." Because David, he was praying without season, like it tells you to. You gotta pray without season, right? When you're going through it, even when when you're at the bottom and when you're at the top. That's when people forget to pray. When they're at the top, they living good, but when all hell breaks loose, now they want to pray, right? So you gotta pray without season, no matter what, in season, out of season, right? I got another precept. It's the book of Psalms. Salakia. Never mind. Lost. Salakia. You got it.
Con, exactly, right? always, always praying up, right? Staying prayed up. All right, this Matthew chapter 24, that's Salakia, 26 and verse 41, right? It says, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation." So this week, Yahweh was saying, he said, "Watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation." Right? Brothers always thinking, why am I going through this? Right? Why am I getting tempted? I'm getting tempted here. I'm getting tempted at my job. I'm getting tempted at school. Damn, whatever. Right? At home. It's because, brother, you're not praying. Right? But you can't just pray 3 times a day. Right? We're at the end of this thing. You can't just be praying 10 times a day. Right? You have to increase more and more. Right? It says, "Watch and pray, they enter not into temptation." Because you don't want to enter in temptation, right? What brother, what sister actually wants to enter in temptation, gets tried by demons, right? Gets tested, and then fails that test, right? Because there's a possibility that you'll fail that test, right? The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak, right? So the spirit indeed is willing, right? So the spirit that's in us is willing to do what's right, right? But the flesh is weak, right? So, cons, you have to pray for the Most High that He strengthens you, all right? Because He's your strength, All right, you got it. You got
Slow,
it.
you can get it real quick.
All right, Con. All right, it's the Book of Psalms, chapter 18 and verse 1. It says, "I will love thee, O Lord, my strength." So that's playing upon tables. All right, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. All right, so this is David. He said, "Hey, I'm going to love." And what does it mean to love the Most High? First John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments not grievous. All right. Says, "O Lord, my strength." So the Lord, he's your rock, he's your strength, he's your fortress, he's your high power. All right. So you got it, King.
This the Mark of Salaki. This the book of Mark, chapter 9. And I'll start at verse. I'll start at verse. I don't know where to start at. I'll just get to the point. Verse 28. And when he come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, "Why could not we cast him out?" Because the disciples, they were trying to cast out the spirit, but they couldn't. So they had to go to YAHAWASHI. Right? Verse 29. And he said unto them, this spirit, demon, can come forth by nothing. So it can't leave your temple by nothing, but by prayer and fasting. And those are one of the two most important things in this truth, praying and fasting. And that's why a lot of people get sifted out this thing, because they're not fasting or praying. They praying one time a day. That's not gonna fly with the Most High. They fasting on the Day of Atonement. And that's it. And that's not gonna fly with the Most High, because all them demons gonna start piling up on you. Next thing you know, you emotional for no reason. You envious, jealous, you mad for no reason. Then the Lord's gonna sift you out. But
Right. Yeah, you can't just fast on the Day of Atonement. That's it, man. Right? You have to be fasting more. You have to fast more than that. All right. Especially, let's say, it's your first year. All right, it's your first year, you're going hard, right? But you're not fasting as much. Right. Well, hey, try to fast. Right. Go from 12 hours, right? And start increasing that. Right. So you should be fasting a day. So come on. All right. But this is let me get precept on that. Right. Does it not say in the book of Matthew? All right, let me try to find this real quick, right? Right, Salaki. All right, so this is the book of Mark, chapter 2, verse 20. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and when they shall fast, and then shall they fast in those days. So the bridegroom, which is Yahweh, he's been taken away from us. So that means that now is the time to fast. Back in the ancient world, a lot of the disciples that believed in Yahweh and believed in the Most High, keeping the commandments, they were fasting, man. They were fasting. They were praying without ceasing, right? Let's go to the Book of James. They were going harder, right? It's the Book of James, chapter 5, and verse 14. Is any sick among you? Let him call for the elders of the church, and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. So that's what they used to do back in the ancient world in the Israelite churches, right? Is Jake doing that now? Right? The elders of our people, are they doing that now? Are they praying over our people? No, they're out strung out on drugs, right? They're out in the damn clubs, right? Or they're just hanging out inside, right? That's what the elders of our people are doing, being whoremongers and stuff like that. All right. So, but back in the ancient world, the elders of our people, they'll be praying over our, the sick, right? They'll be anointing us with the spiritual oil, right? And the physical oil, right? Okay, Khan, you got it.
You mentioned the bridegroom, because we're in the days to get right. Because Yahawah being the husbandman, and us being the bridegroom. Because we're likened to a delicate woman, referring to Jeremiah 6:2. So during that time period, the man and the woman set apart until the wedding. The man getting, freshened up. The woman's getting freshened up and things of that nature. You think the Lord want to see somebody, with filth all over the garments? This
Right.
Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments. Right? It's not an actual garment, by the way. It's talking about the law, statute, commandments. That's the beautiful garments.
No.
O Jerusalem, the holy city, for henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. Right? Because the Lord doesn't dwell around unclean people. Right? I forgot what account it is, but there was this one account of a king telling this one. I think it's in the book of Esther. Right? He basically said, dang, I wish I could find it. But basically, he said, like, go get ready. He's not going to talk to her until she gets ready. And that's kind of how the Lord is, right? So basically, forsake thy sins. What'd you say?
Right. Khan. Yeah, I got a precept on that. We were saying. The Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 4 says, "For into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter." See that? So, like the brother was saying, the Most High is not going to send down wisdom, knowledge, and understanding onto a soul that is wicked. It has a spirit of wickedness in them. That one. Right? This is wisdom of Solomon 4. Into a malicious soul, wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in the body that is subject unto sin. Right? So plain and simple. That's why Esau, he doesn't have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding on the right hand side, right? Because his soul is off, right? Read about that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, all right? And some fixed, and the reason why a lot of our people, they can't get this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is because they're the Most High finds their soul to be unrighteous, right? So that's why they need to be killed, and we don't know if we're the 2/3 either, all right? But got it.
Did you already bring out Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1 and verse 5?
You can do that. I brought up verse 4.
You bring out verse 4?
Yeah, con.
Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 4?
Yeah, con.
You got it, Abaya. I'm not gonna do that.
All right, con. Just the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 25. Return unto the Lord. So we got return to the commandments. Return to the Lord. Keep the law, statute, and commandments. Stop willfully sinning, man. Right? It's like I just want to throw a book at somebody's face right now and just tell them to read.
Right.
Because let me just keep going, man. Sirach 17, verse 25. Return to the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. You got to forsake your sins and offend less. So when people ask you, so you don't commit sin? No, we do, but we offend less. We don't willfully commit sin. Because there's a difference between fighting off the temptation by rebuking that demon and just going with the flow and still getting a pork sandwich, man. Right? You got to offend less and less. But
and that's why we can't, damn, go like 3 days without praying. Pray damn once a week. Hey, we can't be doing that. We gotta, cease without praying every day, multiple times a day. Right? This Romans, right, chapter 8, verse 14. Romans read verse 13. For if ye live after the flesh, ye shall die. But if ye through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, ye shall live. So we got to work out our own salvation, on a level. Because this flesh, this is made for sin. Literally, the flesh is made for sin, right? So every day we got to be abiding, doing the hardest we can do, right? Verse 14. But many are led by the Spirit of God. They are sons of the Most High. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So that's why we cry every day on a spiritual level. Our spirit, it's vain right now. Not sloppy. It's vexed, right? It's vexed right now. We cry to the Most High every single day. And that's what we have to do, right? Stay on fire. Come on.
Right, that's right, man. this body, this fleshly body, exactly is subject unto sin, right? So that's why we waiting for our spiritual body, our heavenly tabernacle, right? Let's get this in Second Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle, what's your earthly house, right? It's not talking about the house that you're actually in right now, right? It's not your house with the damn green walls, right? That's not what it's talking about, right? Your earthly house is, you're talking about your body, your fleshly body. And there's nothing good about your body, Jake, right? Stop working out on all day, right? Stop trying to, look in the mirror, looking at all your muscles, right? You gotta be like, oh damn, I gotta get my triceps up, right? Jake, stop glorifying your body so much. You can work out, but Jake, they're just so obsessed about that. Some of them, right? It says, for we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, because it's going to be dissolved, right? It's going to be dissolved. Even if we get delivered up in a chariot, this earthly body, we're just going to throw it down to the ground, right? And put on our heavenly one, right? It says we have a building of God and house not made with hand, or internal in the heavens. It's internal, right? The spiritual body is internal, man, right? Verse 2, for in this we groan earnestly. So we groan earnestly, man, because we don't want to be in this fleshly body, right? Just going off all day, right? It's just going off, right? It says, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven, right? So if you don't want that spiritual body, man, I don't know what to tell you, all right? Con, you got it.
Con, got precept. There's a book of Ephesians, chapter 3 and verse 20. All go into one place. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again, right? Because your flesh is just made of the dust. It came from the ground. If you read that account in Genesis, I got another precept. Ecclesiastes 12 and 7. Then shall the dust, which is your flesh, then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return to the Most High who gave it. So because your flesh is nothing, man. When you die, when your spirit leaves from you, it start getting cold, it start decaying. You got maggots, worms, all up in your body, man. Right? It's not profitable, right? You want that, tabernacle made without hands, right? That's not what's it called? That's not ministering to sin, right? That's a glorious body like the Lord was going into. Right? Come on.
Right, precept, right? This is John chapter 14, verse 1. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High. Believe also in me. Right? We can't be damn Old Testament only in this thing, man. Them brothers is gone. They stepped it out. All right, verse 2. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you, man. So hey, that's what we're looking forward to, bro. He's preparing, as we speak, he's preparing a place for all of his saints, man. Right, and what's that place? What's that mansion? Hey, that new body. Right? So we get out this damn flesh. Right, verse 3. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself. That where am I? There you may also be. So hey, we're gonna be with our king in those days, bro.
Right.
We're gonna be out this damn flesh and with our king, bro. With our savior. Right? Come.
That's right, man. Some brothers think that's talking about planets.
Yeah.
Brother, we'll see. We'll see. But for now, we're going to link that up with various other precepts that cause the house, like the house of clay, right? Your house of clay, that's talking about your body. The earthly tabernacle, that's talking about your body. So we're just going to line it up with the precept, all right? This is Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16, right? So this I say then, walk in the spirit, and you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the spirit, for the flesh lusts against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so you cannot do the things that ye would, right? Because it's a constant battle. It's a war, right? Who likes to be in war? Well, Esau does, but we're excluding that damn warmonger. All right, we're excluding that damn demon. So who really likes to be in war, man? Bullets flying past you, right? You just saw your brother got shot in the head, right? Demons vexing you, right? Damn, you got a bullet wound, right? You got cut, you know. Damn, you have to lay down in the, just all that spiritually. You have to go through all that pain spiritually. So you really want to be, going through that, right? If we get our earthly, our heavenly body, we don't have to worry about that, right? It's peace, you know. Damn demons, they can't vex you anymore,
Mm-hmm.
right? And let me just get this other precept real quick to just explain that a little bit more. It's the book of Second Peter. It's like First Peter chapter 2 verse 11. Really, beloved, I beseech you as strangers and pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts which war against the soul. So exactly, it's a constant war. All right. So like I said, nobody wants to be in a war. All right. We just want this war to be ended already, and we on the top. All right. BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. All right.
Come on, man. Because we are the house of the Lord, man. That's 1 Corinthians 3:16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of the Most High? So we're the temple of the Most High, right? And that
Right.
the Spirit of the Most High dwelleth in you, right? So we got that same Spirit, keeping the commandments, the Holy Spirit, if you will, right? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy. For the temple of the Most High is holy, which temple you are, right? So you don't want your temple, your wherever, however you want to say, your temple, your house, your tabernacle. You don't want it to be defiled. You eating pork, that's defiling your temple. Smoking, that's defiling your temple. That's like saying you have a house, right? You let a murderer come into your house. Anyone that's wicked come to your house. They come stealing your everything in your house. They going right in your fridge, taking everything of yours, and they leave you with nothing, right? They're like what's called parasites, if you will. That's exactly how these demons are. They enter into your tabernacle, which is your body, your spirit. They take they take everything away. They suck the energy out of you. They suck the Holy Spirit out of you. They leave, you got nothing, right? Because there's hey, that's a parasite for real, right? But
Oh, peace. So this is Romans chapter 7, and I'm just start at verse 5. Right, this whole chapter is mean, bro. Right. For when we were in the flesh, the motions of sin, which were by the law, did work in our members to bring forth fruit unto death, man. So that's that war. That's that constant war. Hey, if you're not in the war, man, hey, Satan got you, bro. Like the brother Riot said, man. Right? If you're not warring against this flesh every single day, right, every hour, right, hey, then Satan already got you. Right? Because you should be in a constant war fighting against sin. Fighting against your flesh. Right? Verse 6. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead. So like I'm just on to verse 7. Right? What shall we say then? Is the law sin? Yahweh forbid. Nay, I had not known sin but by the law, man. Right? So hey, that's that constant war. Right? It's literally a war, man. A spirit on a spiritual level, right? For I had not known lust except the law had said, thou shalt not covet. So hey, that's that war. Yeah, I'm thinking upon a woman, man. Right? Hey, you're not gonna be physically fighting this thing. You have to purge it out with YAHAWASHI Yahushua. It's the only way to purge out these damn demons. You can't damn physically fight against a demon, man. Brother, damn swinging up in the air, man. You can't do that. Right? You gotta damn read the scripture, man. Pray. Right? Hey, the only way out is the Most High, man. Whether you like it or not. Right? Come on, I got another precept, right? So lucky. Right, this is 2 Timothy 3 and verse 12. Ye, yeah, and all that will live godly in Yahushua Mashiach shall suffer persecution. Hey, so that's you have to be in a war in this thing, man. You literally have to be in a war. Right? You have to be fighting against this thing, right? I'm gonna go to verse 14. But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned, and has been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned. Right? So hey, we can't forget about what we've been taught. Right? Our elders teaching us how to fight against these things, man. Literally. Right? We can't forget about those things. We have to repeat it every time we get a chance. In our mind, we purge out them demons. Come on, you got it.
Like the brother was saying, man, you know? And like, because we're in a war, right? If you don't think it's a war, then how come if I go to Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12, it says, "For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart." So how come the scriptures, the word of the Most High, is likened unto a sword, right? What I need a sword for, right? If this is not a war, right? What do you need a sword for? All right. You know, it's not for cutting butter. All right. It's not for cutting damn meat. All right. Whatever. It's not, just to play with. Oh, yeah, I got my sword there. Yeah. You know, it's for battle, man. When we get tempted, when we're on the highways and hedges, damn scoffers come up. Hey, we grab the scriptures, man. We're not going to get carnal with these damn devils, right? We don't stay. You don't see prophets out there, like actually fighting the damn demons like that. We fight them by Bahashem Yahawasha, right? Bahashem Yahawasha, Bahashem Yahawasha, right? So that's how we fight them. And let's go to Ephesians, verse.
Seven.
Hey, this thing's good. What'd you say?
Verse 17.
Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. Come on, what? It says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of the Most High. So again, this word is likened onto the sword, man. Like I said, what do you need a sword for it, man? It's not just to play around with, right? It's to cut people up with. It cut damn demons up with, right? It's your protection, right? So come on.
I think I got one more precept I can go with that. Just the book of Isaiah, chapter.
Damn. Damn.
Satan, man. Come on. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 2. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. And his quiver hath he hid me. Because what's that sharp sword? Because Jeremiah was speaking, thus saith the Lord, man. These scriptures, that's a sharp sword, right? Because why do we need a sharp sword? Like the brother Tajar said, and the brother Yasharal said, we are in a war. Let me get this real quick as an example. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 10, and I'll start at. We won't start at. Salaki, bear with me. I'm in the book of Jeremiah, Salaki. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 10, verse Salaki. In verse 9, I'll start at, and it reads, dang, Salaki, bear with me. Just want to make sure this is it. I'll start at verse 11, or verse 10 actually. And behold, a hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hand. So if you read this account, Daniel was fasting for 21 days, right? And he said unto me, verse 11, he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand and to chasten thyself, which means to fast, before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. Because the angel, he comes down for the prayers, right? You can get that in Tobit 12 and 15, Revelation chapter 8 and verse 4, right? The angels come down, binds up the prayers. But let's see what happened. Verse 13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia. Now, who's the prince of the kingdom of Persia? Them demons, man. Them high-level demons, right? Because you got principalities and things of that nature. all over the place, man. Right?
Right.
But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes. Let me get a precept real quick in Ephesians, I believe. Because we wrestle against principalities. Yeah, so let me see if I can find it through the spirit.
6 and 12, I think it is.
6 and 12.
God.
This is book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 12, and it reads, "For we will wrestle not against flesh and blood." Did you already bring this out?
La,
Okay. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood. So we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against what? But against principalities, man. Which is what? Against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Them demons, right? AKA them demons. High level demons. Right? Because you got low level demons you can easily cast out. Then you got them demons like in Mark I read before that only praying and fasting can cast them out, man. Because there's levels to it. Right, let's keep going though. Daniel chapter 10, verse 13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 1 and 20 days. So 21 days, this one angel and this demon was fighting, man. Right? Basically, the demon's kind of slicing up Daniel's prayer, right? But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, right? You know it's bad when the angel had to go get the chief prince, Michael, man, right? One of the chief princes came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia, man. And that's how bad it is, because you can be praying twice a day, and the Lord don't hear your prayers, right? That's why it's important to pray without ceasing, because you can be praying for repentance. The Lord's not even hearing your prayers, because them demons slicing it up, right? So that's why it's important to pray without ceasing, to repent without ceasing, to fast, man. That's why it's important to fast. But
and just to clarify, Slaki, on that precept, when it says for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, of course we are wrestling against flesh and blood, our own flesh, that's what we're talking about, the flesh. But in this context, it's not really talking about your body. It's talking about other people, right? Like you're not gonna see a damn demon come down, all right? You're not gonna see a damn demon come down and say, with the damn horns, right? And he's all red, and he's kind of grabbing you up, right? Making you cook on the side, right? Or he's gonna make you, kind of like press you down while you're trying to study, or kind of knock you up, right? That's not what we talk, it's not gonna happen, all right? The Lord, He can do, all things, but that's not what it's talking, right? For the just for clarification, you got it.
Let me get this. It's First Peter, right? Chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Verse 8. Literally, that has to happen to the saints, bro. It has to, right? They go through things, or Lord, when we, go through these things that, by His phone, right? All types of demons, man. But the Lord, He's putting you through it, and He knows you could get through it, man. It's not, hell no, that's way too much. He definitely don't want me to get through this. Let me just give up. No, hey, He wants you to get through it. Hey, let me just read it again, right? Concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you. Hey, all demons that are thrown out to the saints, man, they're to try him, and just to make him strong. Right, verse 13. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad, also exceeding joy, man. So we go through these things for a reason. It's just not, to down flex us, man. Right? It's not to down, make us weak. It's literally to make us strong, man, on a spiritual level. Right? Come on.
so look, I got one precept with that. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. Right? So there's no temptation that you're going through that no one else went through. It's common to everybody, common to man. Masturbation, that's common to man. Smoking, that's common to man. All these things is common, man. Right? But Yahawah is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, So the Most High stuff and tempt you with something that you can't handle, man. Because there's always a way out. But will with the temptation also make a way to escape that you may be able to bear it. All right. So you might just be chilling. You might be idle, and you start thinking about some bad things. And you got a Bible right next to you, man. That's a way out, right? And things of that nature, right? Con.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, that's right, man. It's a way out. You know, like what's that movie? They Get Out. You know, just get out of there. You know, but con. I got two quick precepts. All right, going into this is the spiritual war, right? This is the book of Matthew. All right, Matthew chapter 26. All right, let me get this real quick. Matthew chapter 26, the verse. I'm gonna start at 50. It says, "And Yahushua said unto him, Friend, wherefore art thou come?" Then came they and laid hands on Yahushua and took him, because they're going to deliver Yahushua up to the council, right? Verse 51. And behold, one of them which were with Yahushua stretched out his hand and drew his sword. Now we know that from another account, this is Peter, right? Drew out his sword. His what? His sword, right? He didn't take out a damn flower, right? Hey, Peter, he didn't pull out a damn like some damn wine, right? He didn't pull out some damn like a damn teddy bear, right? I don't know, right? Some damn chocolates, right? It said, and drew his sword, and he drew his sword and struck a servant of the high priest and smote off his ear. See that? So he smoked. Hey, Peter, he took out his damn sword and killed and basically cut off a high priest's ear, man. Right? And then in the other account, I believe it says that Yahushua healed the high priest's ear, right? But nevertheless, hey, he was ready for war, right? Peter was ready for war. We're not talking about some damn homosexuals here, or we're not talking about some damn effeminate men. We're talking about men of war, men of valor, right? He always kept his sword. Hey, he could have kept his sword on him, all the time, because he drew it out, right? So he was always ready for war. And on the spiritual level, we have to be like Peter in that sense, always having our Bibles with us, or having I have like damn 7 Bibles on my phone, right? That can be all used on, offline, I'm always keeping my sword with me, whether it be on the phone or, I'm trying to get some pocket Bibles too. But, if the Lord will, I'm going to stack up on those too. And here's the second precept. It's the book of Luke chapter 22 and verse 36. It says, Then said he unto them, But now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. So Yahushua said, what? Hey, if you don't have a sword, you better go get one, right? Why is Yahushua promoting people buying swords? Why? Because he realizes that it's a war out here, right? And on a spiritual level, that's talking about what? Get a Bible, man, right? Get a Bible. No, you can't. Hey, if you damn 1 year in the truth, hey, 3 months, 4 months, right? 6 months in the truth, you don't have any Bibles, right? Hey, you going off? Hey, get a Bible, brother. Brother been in the truth for 3 years, hasn't even gotten a Bible. He's just watching the videos, right? Brother, get a Bible. You got to sit down and read this thing, right? So come on.
Eating damn popcorn, man.
Wondering why he's yeah, Con talking about I'm going through it. Whoa, because you're not in the scriptures, man. God, you got it.
All right, I'm gonna bring out Sirach chapter 1. Sirach chapter 1 and verse 19. Right, wisdom raining down skill and knowledge of understanding, and exalteth them to honor that holds her fast. So hey, the only way, let me just read on. Right, verse 20. The root of wisdom is to fear the Lord, and the branches thereof are long life. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins. Right now, hey, literally think about that. If you fear the Most High, you're gonna fear what the hell he's gonna do to you if you do that sin, right? If you really fear the Most High, right? So that's the only way we can drive out our sins if we fear the Lord and pray, right? And to come. I gotta bring that out. Touch on that point.
Con. Got a precept for that. Proverbs chapter 2. I'll start verse 1. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee. Is it actually talking about hide, by the way? Hide it in the bush? No, man. Keep it unto yourself, right? If you have ears to hear.
That's right.
So that thou, wait, he got one?
No, Con, you got it.
Oh, con. So that thou incline thy ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart to understanding. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and liftest up thy voice for understanding. If thou seekest her, and who's her? That understanding, that wisdom, right? If thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. You got to picture that too, because people just think it's easy to find, some treasure. You got people, digging that thing. It's the wrong hole. Y'all diligent, keep, going to the different holes, man. Then you go all the way down to the bottom, you find the treasure, man. Right? So that's how you got to kind of be in this truth. You steady, up late at night, 3 a.m. You rubbing your eyes, you reading, right? Your head kind of hurting, right? And things of that nature, man. That's how you got to be. But come on.
I got a precept you don't know much early.
Con, you got one.
Right, I'm gonna bring this out of Job chapter 24, 23, and verse 10. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Hey, you should read this precept every day, man. Because we want to be those people that come forth as gold. Hey, when he tries us, we want to come forth as gold, man. Right, verse 11. My foot has held his steps, his way have I kept and not declined. Right, Job got delivered. He was damn 10 times richer after his damn tribulation, man. So how much more when the kingdom of heaven is damn near here, man? And we gotta put this thing our first foot forward, right? Our whole heart, man. Right? Bring out the classic too, right? Psalms 119 and verse 10. With my whole heart have I sought thee. Oh, let me not wander from thy commandments. Thy word have I hid in mine heart. Now that brother wasn't, we not really hiding it down, just keeping it close, man. It's up here. You gotta really walk circumspect and walk in these precepts and walk with the wisdom of the Lord. Right? Thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee, man. That's the only way. It's the Lord, man. He's the way out, man. Ain't no damn tunnel, man. Damn bunker. It's the Lord. He's literally the only way out. Right? Our people, they tried everything, man. Look at it. Christianity, Buddhism, Catholicism, but they haven't tried the living God. So just we know these things and we have to, put our whole heart forward. So what? Oh, you got it.
This book of what is it? Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. See that? So, like the brother was saying, we have to really walk circumspectly. We pray to the Lord that for the spirit of discernment, so we can discern. Oh, that's Satan right there. Oh, that's Satan trying to set me up right there. Oh, that incident that happened, just earlier. Oh, that was Satan, man. Or like let's say you studying, right? It's only like 10 o'clock, right? It's only like 10 o'clock, and you hella tired and you kind of trying to like fall asleep. Hey, you gotta understand that that's Satan, right? You gotta understand that that's Satan right there, right? Or like, damn, like whatever's holding you back from being righteous, man, that's Satan, right? That's Satan. Whatever's holding you back from going hard for the Most High, right? That's Satan also. right? So that's why you have to walk circumspectly, because hey, Satan's out here, man, and his minions. Hey, don't think it's just Satan. You don't think it's just one entity, right? Oh well, Satan, he's probably in China, huh? I can kind of just do whatever. No, hey, Satan, he's everywhere because he has little minions, right? Just like Yahawashi, he has good angels, basically smaller angels on the right hand side of the Satan, you know. Peter chapter 5 verse 8. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour." All right, and that's also in twofold. I'm talking about Esau too. You know, Esau loves it when we fall off the truth, right? So calm.
Good precept. Because hey man, Satan can come. He's like very sneaky, man. Like you won't even realize that it was Satan. Let's say you studying, right? You studying, you reading, and you hear that ding on your phone. That's you done reading, you looking at your phone, right? Next thing you know, you just in your chair like this for an hour,
Yeah, calm.
right? And then you like, oh dang, I
Right.
guess I read, man, right? And then it goes off again, and you just get up and leave your room, man, right? Without reading. But that's that's how like clever like Satan is, man, right? This I'm trying to find this precept. So lock it. Let me just get this one first, real quick.
Yeah, calm. Like you trying to study. It's like
Mm-hmm.
like
No, you got it. I gotta find this precept, anyways.
calm. You trying to study, and as soon as you got your damn pen and paper, you got the video up, right? Then your phone's blowing up, right? Your phone is blowing up, text messages, people calling you. Like, what the hell, right? Like, what the hell? You put that damn thing on do not disturb, right? Like, all right, I got that out the way. You taking notes, and then all of a sudden the damn video buffer. Like, what the right? You got to understand that that's Satan, man. Right? We're not ignorant of his devices. 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. So we're not ignorant of his devices, right? Because he has many devices, like it says in the book of Psalms. I believe I forgot what book or chapter. I mean, that's lucky. What chapter and verse? But basically, it's going into a man has created many devices. The devices of the wicked. All right.
Kind of got precept. That's the precept I wanted, but gotta deal with it. There's a book of 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. For we walk by faith, not by sight. So we walk by faith, right? Knowing that we got the Most High with us, not by sight. Because a lot of Jake are carnal, man. A lot of Jake are carnal, not understanding that that's actually a demon. Like that brother said, you got the pen and paper, you in a mood to study, right? You can't wait to study. Next thing you know, something might go down. Say might hop on one of your family members, and it just take you right out the mood, right? You don't want to get into it no more. You just pissed, man, right? That's actually Satan, man, right? There's no coincidence that you ready to study, you ready to get into the word, then all of a sudden something happens. That's just Satan, man, for real. He's clever for real.
I got closing precept, right? It's 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 1, and not 8. That's the spirit, because I was here, right? For we know that if our earthly house is of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, and house made not by hand, eternal in the heavens. So, hey, on a real level, bro, hey, we don't really care about this damn flesh, man. Or we don't care about it at all. We want this, yeah, we want it out of here, man, as soon as possible. All right. Verse 2. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house which is from heaven. Hey, that's what the saints desired, man. The house that is in heaven. Right? We hate this flesh, man. Literally, hey, Satan is everywhere in this damn flesh, man. Like the brother was going into. Damn, ready this damn study, man. Damn phone blowing up. That's Satan. Damn computer, damn ads. That's Satan, man. All right. Verse 3. If so, be that being clothed, lucky. If so, be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked. You know, so hey, Lord willing, we don't be found naked in this thing, man. Damn,
16.
damn unclothed on a spiritual level. You're not damn Jake running around naked, man. Not on that physical level. Crazy Jake, man, just running around naked. It's not that. It's not that. It's spiritual, man. Right? Just like Adam and Eve, that was spiritual. They were naked, man. So we don't want to be found naked, you know, when the day comes. Verse 4. For we that are in the tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed, man, upon. So hey, that's what we literally go through things for, is to be clothed, man. You know, if you're not going through nothing, if you're not fighting Satan every day, you're not damn literally it's saying damn everywhere, you're not clothed. Or you're in sin. Because you know, sin doesn't desire you. It's already got you, man. Right? Verse, I'm gonna read on. But clothed upon that mortality might be swallowed up of life. You know, con. You know, you gotta fight sin. If you're not fighting them, you're with it. You know, con.
I got a preset real quick about that. So look here. This is Revelation chapter 16 and verse um 15. It says, "Behold, I come as a thief." You know, Maya kind of brought that out, I believe, right? That I'm shy. Or it kind of, I thought you brought up like John chapter 10. But basically, Yahushua, he's coming like a thief, right? And a thief, according to John chapter 10, he cometh not but to steal and to kill, right? And he's coming like a thief, you know? When people are just docile, people are just, doing their thing, right? We know, according to prophecy, all hell's going to be breaking loose. But not, when people least expect it, Yahushua is going to come. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame. Right? And even in the world, you don't want to come to a wedding damn butt naked, right? Nobody comes to a wedding butt naked, right? Everybody got their nice garments on. Jake got the damn outfit on, all white. You know, he kind of eating the chicken wings like this, right? Kind of leaning over, right? Because you don't want to get it, dirty, right? Everybody got on white on, right? Damn white shoes and everything, right? Now on the spiritual level, if you don't have a garment on, you don't come to the wedding, right? And your garment's talking about, you being clothed by Yahweh Basham Shah and his words and the commandment, right? Hey, the Lord, he's going to kick you out, right? Because you don't have a garment, right? That's also in the parable. And in the world, you don't come to a wedding but naked, right? Because everyone's going to see your shame. They're probably going to call the cops on you, send you down to the damn psycho place, you know, So you got a precept by? Yeah, it's the book of First Peter.
That's it. I got one after you.
Oh, okay, come on.
I got one if you don't want to bring yours.
Come on. This is book of First Peter chapter. Actually, I'll save that. You got it.
That's all right. Chapter 14, verse 27. By her we shall be covered from heat, and in her glory shall he dwell. Hey, we're gonna be covered by this knowledge if we be found true, Lord willing. We will be covered by her, right? The Most High's word, right? Come on, you guys piece out. I have to get that real fast.
Classic. This is one of my favorite precepts of thief too. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5. Because Paul will go ahead on this one, man. But this 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right? So the Lord cometh as a thief in the night. When that thief comes, you don't know you don't know he's about to come. You just chilling. You probably watching TV, you on the couch like that, watching TV, you fall asleep, right? The next thing you know, you hear banging on the door. I mean, not banging on the door. You just hear, your alarm going off or something like that. Things of that nature, right? But verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, and that's exactly what America's saying right now, right? Peace and safety. We got this election going on. People already forgot about the riots. People already forgot about the explosion that happened in Lebanon. People already forgot about the war. Well, I don't know how to say. I don't. Yasser, I don't know how to say the name. Armengia, Arbengia.
Azerbaijan.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that either. Right.
Yeah, Azerbaijan coming.
People already forgot about that, man. Because Jake is so simple. They're so simple, right? But and they have a short attention span, man. Right. But then sudden destruction. Next thing you know, sudden destruction. Everything's going, it's prospering. Everybody having a good day. You know, they're going out to the mall, walking around. They're walking around in the city, on the scooters in the city. You know, the next thing you know, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
Right. Constant on that though.
Right. JA. Right now, as we speak, man, as we're breaking bread, as we're teaching the flock, in the spirit of YAHAWASHI, Jake is celebrating the so-called win of Joe Biden, man. You know, he they're like talking about we made it, clapping. They got, so-called Kamala Harris is actually not an Israelite,
Yeah.
right? Because she's actually her mom, right? It basically she's a product of Edomite slave master that laid down with a Benjamite woman, and she's the product of that on her, basically on her father's side. So she's not even an Israelite, man. And here go our people, simple, right? Celebrating and clapping, talking about we made it, right? Hugging each other, probably eating some pork sandwiches, some damn hot dogs, right? With your damn baseball cap, right?
Salakia. Down
Come
in the city and everything. It was a big group of people where it was teaching. They had this light thing to take a picture. Then you also had people driving around cars, honking the horn with the sign Biden 2020. But it was
on.
taking a big picture and we was kind of right next to it teaching, and no one would come over there and get the word. They would all go to that picture and try to get a big picture and things of that nature, man. They were celebrating it. I'm like, that's off.
That's right, man. That's what Jake's doing right now. All right, but Kanye got it.
And kind of reminds me of them saying to Caesar, or was it Caesar or Herod, that we have no king but you.
Oh yeah,
Crucify him,
Pilot.
yeah, Pilate's lock it. Yeah,
Con.
crucify him and things of that nature. And
Yeah,
kind of what it reminds me of, man.
yeah, because just like that reminds me of the parable in Luke chapter 19, where what his own citizens hated him, right, and said that we will not have this man rule over us. So some of these things they actually want, Esau to rule over them. They don't want Yahweh to rule over them, man. And these are the same brothers we were telling them that Yahweh is a so-called black man, right? He's an austere man, right? He's a hard man, like the scripture says, right? And he rules in righteousness, right? Hey, they don't like that. They want Esau, damn Joe Biden, damn he's about to pass out, right?
Yeah.
The damn, old ass dude, right? The damn face like this, right? He can barely this damn good. So they want that man to rule over them, man. Right? And a fake ass Israelite, right? A woman, as vice president. So you got it.
And I just example, right? Damn, I don't even want to say, hey, there's some people out there that damn voted for Kanye West. And I heard, somebody say like, damn, why the hell would they vote for Kanye West? My uncle, he actually voted for Kanye West. He was like, he was like, hey, he has a good mindset a little bit because he said he's our people. Why would I put a damn heathen with him? Hey, he has more wise, he has more wisdom than most of our people.
Yeah.
He's like, why the hell would I put a heathen over him? That's the right mindset, that Jake got. Huh?
Right.
Look at this precept though. This first Maccabees chapter 11, verse 21. Right, then certain ungodly persons who hated their own people. So hey, they hate their own people. They got a chance, the damn actual chance to damn put a damn coon over them. Right? Hey, that's you'll have more wisdom if you do that than a damn heathen, because that's your people. To an extent, he cares about you, right? To an extent, right? But the damn Edomite, he won't do worse for you. Damn Jake, man. You know, I just have to put that out there. So lucky.
hmm and yeah, Kanye West, he be in control too, man. That's the thing, because Kanye West, he bugged out now. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he's really bugged out. Some people think that basically, well, it's obvious that Esau's controlling him now. That they really did a damn get out on him, right? They literally pulled a get out on him, right? That's what's crazy. But Kanye, you got it.
Mm. He a whole damn Christian now. So-called
Yeah.
Christian. Is he?
hmm
He is, right?
A Christian.
Yeah.
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 He did the whole album.
Yeah. You know why? You know really why he put out that album? What was it called? It was called Jesus or something? Or Jesus is King, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Con, right? That's the album. You know why he put that out, right? Because he put that out because Jake was kind of straying away from Christianity. He was, looking at the Hebrew Israelites, I'm gonna deal with this, right? Because these newer generations of Jakes, they stick with Christianity, man, right? Even I was doing, out there prophesying, right? All praise to the Most High. I was talking to these Jakes, these young Jakes, and they weren't. I was like, you go to church and stuff. They're like, nah, this one Jake, you look like the same age as me, and he was like, like the damn church, they don't do anything but just sing, holler, and dance.
Mhm.
So Jake, he's getting fed up with Christianity, you know. So that's why Kanye West, whom a lot of young Jakes look up to, that's why he put that album up there, so he can go right back in the churches, right? But we're not going back into the churches. Right? Most High forbid we ever go back into the churches except for rebuking and prophesying, man.
Hmm.
Right? And edifying the people. I don't know.
Precepts.
But yeah, we can get back on it. Well, let me just bring this out real quick for people that may not know. Deuteronomy chapter 17 and verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee, that thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So you can't have someone that's over you that's a heathen, right? No damn heathen kings over Israel. That's off, right? But hey, that's America for you. That's Babylon the Great, all right? Fine. So you can't. So no voting. You know, but you got it. But you got a precept?
Me.
Oh, okay, So what I was going to say was too, basically, when Yahushua says that he's coming as a thief, right? As a thief, he's not saying, he's not calling himself a thief, but he's coming in like manner as a thief, right? And what another thing that is too is because in the scriptures even a thief is personified and looked at as basically an evil person, right? Because is wicked, is still and stuff like that. Exodus chapter 22 verse 3. If a thief be found breaking up and be smitten that he die, there shall no blood be shed for him. But basically, a thief, you have to pay, right, for being, for a thievery, right? And a thief anywhere is not looked as good, right? But what does that mean when Yahweh Shah says he's a thief on a deeper level? That's talking about what? Yeah, hey, I'm coming to do some evil, right? I'm coming up to do some messed up stuff. That's what Yahweh Shah is saying, right? Because Yahweh Shah, he's not coming to damn bring chocolates and flowers upon all the nations. Even the 2/3 of our people is not bringing chocolates and flowers, right? If the damn is Yahweh Shah going to come down and kiss damn LeBron James on that forehead, right? Kind of bring him up in the chariot You know, LeBron James, he's being delivered up, right? In his damn basketball shorts, right? Damn basketball in his hand. He's kind of being delivered up. No, Yahweh Shah's not going to come and do that. You know, Lord willing. Well, you know, if LeBron James can, you know, be in the truth, you know, all praises. But you know, when it's looking at, you know, LeBron James kind of sold his soul, you know. But basically, yeah, Yahweh Shah, just in a simpler term, Yahweh Shah is coming to do some evil. You know, that's how he's coming as a thief. Also, you got it.
Come on. That priest. Right, it's Isaiah chapter 63. I'm gonna read verse 1. Right? Who is he? So like, who is this that cometh from Edom, who died with God so like, with dyed garments from Bosra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Right? So hey, is that coming to damn do good things, man? Like damn coming in, coming out the damn skies with a white garment. Damn 2 hours later you see him with a damn full on red garment, man. Nothing but blood. Means he's doing a lot of killing, bro. Like the brother's going into, or a lot of so-called evil. But it's righteous, man. Or that's the righteous thing that he's taking out his enemies.
Right.
Right? Let me get that also, right? In Luke chapter 19, verse 27. Class. Right, so right, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them. Right? No, hey, we already know, hey, this is a perfect example that we was just talking about. Our people don't even want their own people to reign over them, man. They'd rather take an Edomite over their own people. So what is that telling you about Yahushua when he is going to reign, man? He's going to have to force people. Right? Luke 19:27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them. Hell no, you ain't gonna reign over me. You the same person. You the same people as me. I'm not having you, right? Master reign over me, right? Which would
Hey,
not
hey,
reign over them. So,
Like it. They're gonna pull a we have no king but Caesar spirit, you know? They're gonna pull that again. You know? We have no king but Biden. We have no president. Hey, some days they're gonna probably say we have no president but Donald Trump, right? So hey, damn.
It's really gonna be like that, man, for real. Right? I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me, man. So he's gonna get his servants, kill this man. Damn chop his damn head off, man.
Gone.
That's how it's gonna be, man. You're gonna have to get with it. Right? Get right.
Right, because like just how my earthly father says, he's also in the truth. But he says, if you're a coon, right, you're a threat also, right? If you're a coon, you're a threat also, right? Because we can't have no coons in the damn army of the Lord, man. Right? No coons in the army of the Lord. How does that sound? Right? You got men lined up, garments, right, swaying in the wind, right? Damn meat trees on, smelling like frankincense and myrrh. Got their swords, right? Twofold, right? Got their swords on them, right? They got the precepts packed up, right? The damn arsenal's full, and these are valiant men of warfare. And then here goes one of the men. They love Esau love, they love Esau. And how are you gonna war against Esau when you love Esau? That don't make any sense. Are you gonna kind of put your sword to Esau's head? You're gonna go like Esau's gonna be like, ah, right? And you're gonna be like, I can't do it. All right. Hey, the Lord's not looking for that, man. Right? The Lord's not looking for that, man. So no coons in the army of the Most High, which he's raising up right now, And this is another precept linking up with the precept that Tizar brought out. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 12. It says, "For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall what? Shall perish. Yea, these nations shall be utterly wasted." BAHASHAM never shall. All right. So let's say one of the nations, they kind of rebel and say, no, we don't want Yahweh Shah, right? We don't want Yahweh Shah to reign over us. And the Lord said, hey, just kill that nation, or just wipe them out, right? That's going to happen, man. Come on.
Come on. Got precept. You got some, Tazer?
Well, I have one thing, right? I don't know if y'all seen that show Naruto. Man. Y'all ever seen Naruto?
Come on.
Hey, what you did, like what you said, hey, it was just right off that show. But hey, that's in the scripture, right? Because what happened was like it was like a sensei that they had, right? A so-called sensei, right? And he died, right? And they did like some weird thing, like brought him back to life, so-called, right? And they had him fighting against him, right? They had the damn sensei fighting against the people that he was training. The kid that was trained by him, he tried to damn hit him, and he like stopped right in his tracks. He's like, I can't do it. He just said, I can't do it. That's my master. He said exactly that. Because hey, that's exactly what our people are gonna do. Recognize the damn slave, man. Literally stopping their damn tracks. That's my master, man. Hey, it's lucky. I have to bring it up.
Come on. That's why a lot of people can't be part of the elect. That's why a lot of people can't be part of the army, man. Because you're gonna have if a coon was part of the army, they would go to the to where Esau at, and he would kind of put his head down and walk away, man. Right? He won't do nothing about it. He won't go to YAHAWASHI. Well, he's my master, my lord. Right? And YAHAWASHI going to kill him, man. Right? But this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, because in the wilderness, back in the other wilderness, you had rebellious people. They didn't want to serve YAHAWASHI through Moses. Right? They didn't want to serve the Lord. So it's going to be the same thing in this wilderness too. Ezekiel chapter 20, verse 38. And I will purge out from among you the rebels, and them that transgress against me. I will bring them forth out of the country where they sojourn, and they shall not enter into the land of Israel. And you shall know that I am the Lord. So imagine you getting delivered just to be killed in the wilderness, man. Right? What kind?
Come on, that's right. So, come on, yeah, we can bring out some closing precepts. Book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "The elders which are among you I exhort." So Peter, he's writing these epistles for exhortation also, right? Exhortation, man. That's what's going to get us through this thing, Our brothers lifting each other up, We always need that, The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder. So must we have our elders now, right? And they're wise, you know what I'm saying? They're wise. Even outside the truth, they're also wise. They were given a certain amount of wisdom, But hey, we're talking about Peter, right? Peter being the elder, the rock of the church, right? Didn't we listen to Peter? Right? He walked alongside by Yahuwah, right? So shouldn't we listen to Peter? Come on. So you said, "Hey, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Christ." So he saw Yahuwah suffer, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. So he knew, he kind of knew he was part of the elect. Verse 2: "Feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but but of a ready mind." So he said, "Feed the flock of the Most High." Who's the flock of the Most High? Yeah, Israel, right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans that you see, these are the flock of the Most High, right? Verse 3: "Not that as being lords over God's heritage, but being examples and samples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd shall appear," who's the chief shepherd? Because you got, other shepherds. Peter, he was a shepherd, right, on the spiritual level. The shepherd is one that takes care of the sheep. The sheep is going into Israel, Jeremiah 15:6, right? Many other precepts, Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. Right, so the sheep is going into Israel. Now, the chief shepherd is Yahuwah, right? When the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. All right. So, hey, we're looking for that crown of glory. All right. Gosh, I'll check it out.
You got it right.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, whatever you're going through, it's not compared to be what the kingdom's going to be like. Right?
Come on. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17. Let me get to it. So let me just get this. Right? Isaiah 62 and 3. And thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and the royal diadem, diadem in the hand of the Lord thy God, man. Say, we all endure through this thing, man. We got a crown, man. Then the Lord say, don't let no man take your crown. Right? So let me just get this in 2 Corinthians. Right, Salaki. 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 12. And it reads, Salaki 17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us as if more exceeding an external weight of glory, man. It's like the brother was talking about. Hey, literally everything that we're going through, man, is none compared to what's coming. Right? These little demons that's coming on. Hey, we getting ready for damn wormwood, man. You're seeing. Right, so let's just get through this thing, man. Because we got something at the end of that gate that's bright as hell. You got your tear, man. Come on. Close out.
Where by you got your precept?
Okay, I brought it up.
All right, come on. So with that, all right, stay diligent, Israel. Right, Kwam Yasha'Allah, which means rise, Israel. Giving, of course, all honor and glory and praise unto YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Barakateh, Shah, Shalom, Brother Yasha'Allah.
It says you're a good boy.
Shalom.
Shalom.